So before I knew it, I was tracing the outline of the room overall. So it looks like I did get enough coverage, and I can get rid of a good portion of this. So as it is still draft 3, I'll take this another step. The walls don't have to be perfect yet. What I'm thinking now is that rather than taking an imprint of this side, I'll take an imprint of, say, here. So I'll get a nice clean wall entirely. Then laying that over this, once that is cured, that'll maintain the distance. The room will be that much further inset. Not by much, but just enough. Which is good because it will set another midpoint for the grade that the window works at. In the reference, you'll see there's a silver ring with an interior semi-orange brown ring. Kind of a chestnut brown ring, and then silver again, I think, and then space, or the exterior of a planet. So by getting those mid-grades, that'll be perfect. So that's the plan then. However, let's take this to the next step. As always, even when cutting something that will generate a lot of dust, get your air masks on. Even better if you can have a vacuum cleaner running in the vicinity. So I'm thinking that the rest of this I can trim down with probably just a normal cutting wheel. I'm glad to have gotten through all this as easily as I did. And there's a good cross-section of the ship right there. Hey, a simple little score line, and it snapped like that. I'll remember that for next time, because that would be far easier than doing this. And I could get it exactly where I needed. Well, there's no way to know until it's all set up, so, ah well. As to this, may as well drill it while we're at it. So yeah, this test shows me that if I cast this on a plain wall and then bounce it on here, there will be a gap all around the entire thing except at the connection point. Very nice. So yeah, I'll definitely be taking the next casting off of this or that area. Probably this area. That looks closer to similar. But yeah, that's a copy of this. Yeah, I won't be able to get any finishing with that. I'll have to go with a very slow sanding drum. It's still a little off. So looking around for any and all drill bits that I could find or get my hands on, it occurred to me to first try the Tamiya handy drill and determine whether it would be just strong enough to get the curves that I need here. I'm still debating that. I've done a little over there on that edge. This needs some cleanup here though. So it looks like I'll have to switch up to a proper Dremel. This just doesn't have the consistent battery power to really handle the job. But definitely an excellent first step because it just showed me where I got to be careful doing this. There's no good way to get the vacuum cleaner going on this one. So, masks on. So the bad news is the speed controller on my Dremel is broken. So this was shifting around a little bit every time I was drilling. It does look like this top edge needs work. And that's definitely the more difficult angle to get to for me. Doesn't look like I've touched in here at all with the drill yet. Always a good thing. And actually, if I could drill this to match this outer ring here perfectly, then the silver ring that's on the show as the exterior hull, you could paint that silver and you're done. Nice little coincidence if I can get that right. And here is about how far the circle is off. I'm not surprised that I'm missing one edge because of the angles I'm working at. For the moment, I'm going to try and trim this out and keep this bottom one true. In fact, here's an idea. That should be a good visual guide, or a helpful one at least. Let's see how far over I went. Ooh, quite a bit. Quite a bit. And quite a bit over as well. So that'll be something to watch for when I do this. I probably should have kept going. Well, I should have set the circle at... I know what I did wrong now. I traced the circle there, but I did it off of this circle. So even though this is a good circle, it's offset because I was guessing where it would go. I should have set that circle while it was in place here like this. There you can see I got one side right on, but I really needed that to be centered. Well, for the test, it'll work. And once the room is installed into this, it may work even better. I just managed to finagle it in place just a little better, but nevertheless, it's much too large for the situation. What this does give me is so there is a better idea of the dimension I actually need. And I now know of a better way to get it. And so next up for this is draft 4. It'll be done over in this blank section. It's going to be nice. It's going to be close to perfect because that's enough of them so far. It looks like I can throw out draft 2. Well, I'll keep that because, no, I'll keep them both. I'm going to cut new sidewalls as well, so I have to get that piece out of storage.